Hello there, this is the Japanese Retro Game Center with another YouTube video. This is another request. What's the difference, the positives, negatives of two Japanese handheld consoles? One is the very Japanese Wonderswan Color by Bandai, and the other one is Geo Pocket. Both are the color versions. Let's see, Wonderswan Color had a regular, a color, and then a crystal version, with color being the main one as far as I'm concerned. Geo Pocket, they had the Pocket and the color version, and if you have the color version, you're a lot better off. It's similar to Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Most of the games will work, but some of them are color only, so that's why you'd rather have the color versions. Alright, so let's take a look at the consoles. Alright, so I have the blue camouflage Geo Pocket, very cool. It's pretty big. And it's, maybe Game Boy size or less, except it's horizontal instead of vertical like a Game Boy. Screen's alright. It's got the controller there. On the left, analog controller style, power buttons there. A, B, your options, which I guess would be your start button. The typical stuff on the bottom. If you want to do AC adapter, right? I believe it has a couple. Okay, headphones, AC adapter, right, and volume control. Cartridge goes in the top. I only have one game right now that I'm going to show you. It's a Japanese pachi slow game, so if you like pachinko and stuff. But that's the game I have for it. Cartridge, right? Square size. Okay. So, in the back, it uses two sets of batteries. Alright, so you have your two AA's right there. And then over here, I'm not going to open it, but it has that little round battery. The batteries go bad a lot and quickly, so that's in there. Like the Sega, I think Dreamcast and Saturns, they have the same battery, so that same deal. Alright, so that's that. Let's turn it on. Alright, so I played this game before, so it loaded up. So the battery, it looks like it is saving. Doesn't seem to save after a while, if I only play it once every 2 weeks or something. But it did load up. So let's take a look here. Get some good lighting. Yeah, that big light above, it makes the light hard. Let me see here. Alright. So the color, yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, press A button's on the left, right? It's throwing me off here. Alright, so they made it opposite of the A and B for Nintendo, which will throw you off. So, free play, right? So we'll just hit them all. Alright, there you go. So this is just a, alright, let's bet them all. And there you go, just hit the button down like you're pulling the lever on a slot machine, right? Alright, let's hit our marks. Oh, I think I lost some money. Alright, so that's Geo Pocket Color. Okay. Compare that. Now let's move on to the Wonderswan. So the Geo Pocket, by the way, of course, SNK. So if you like SNK games, that's your one option right there. So Wonderswan was made by Bandai. So Bandai has a wide selection of games, so you have that to go with. So let's go ahead and turn this one. This one, I'm going to use Final Fantasy. So the thing they did with Wonderswan was they licensed Final Fantasy, which was huge. So this is the Final Fantasy 1 port. Wonderswan Color has, let's see, and they have weird names like the Yuki and stuff on there too. See if the volume's on. Volume's on. So they did the Final Fantasy ports. They did, and lots of anime and like Dragon Ball games and stuff like that. For Wonderswan, as far as I'm concerned, it's, yeah, Final Fantasy and games like One Piece, and this one I kept for myself, Hunter x Hunter. I'm kind of into Hunter x Hunter right now, watching it here on TV in Japan, so I had to have this game. This one's actually not the color, it's just regular Wonderswan, but had to have it. Alright, so let's look. Sorry about the lighting there, right? I'm not a pro at this, huh? Alright, so Final Fantasy, press any button, load game. So bam, color, alright, so yeah, definitely. So you have buttons, so you have your A, B button over here, typical, your power button, start button, sound, so you can control the sound, like 3 levels, or 4 with the mute, right? You have your start, pause button, power, obviously. Then you have X and Y, 1, 2, 3, 4. Typically the X at the bottom there is that's your like control pad. And then here's the extra buttons here. So as far as Final Fantasy is concerned, yeah, you use the controller right down there. And then up here, it goes right to your options. So, like that one goes to the Sobi, right? The status. The other one's item, the other one's magic, and all that stuff. So you can have direct, with the extra buttons, and they're kind of out of the way, not in the way. So, you can use that. Once you learn how to play the game, you can use, and how to play the system, you have quick menu access buttons right there. Alright, so, sound. Alright, so the sound's pretty good. My opinion, the color. I like the color. I think the color's real good. So, turn that off. Alright, so there you go. Again, the cartridges here. So they look like old school computer, computer games with the pins and everything right there. So they're a little longer compared to the Neo Geo. So a little longer. They're lighter. And, oh, by the way, this only takes 1 AA battery, and you don't have to worry about any other batteries. So, that's the quick overview. So, my analysis is, I like the Wonderswan. I like the Wonderswan color because, well, yeah, less batteries. It's lighter. And the Neo Geo Pocket's not so heavy, but it is lighter. It's smaller. Let's see if I can focus that in there. So, it's about the same size there. Let's get a side view here. Neo Geo Pocket, yeah, I have boxed. Alright, so it's a little bit narrow. Alright, it's more narrow. Easier to hold, for sure, the Wonderswan color. Less batteries. A negative on both is I hate the, you have to push the power button, and it just feels like, oh man, this isn't going to work. I like that click and switch from the Game Boy. But they do work alright, and if you had to choose one, yeah, go with the Wonderswan color. So, if you're buying something from Japan, well, you're going to buy either the original Japanese version of something, or something that's Japanese only, and if you're an anime fan, so like me with Hunter x Hunter or something, or you're into RPGs like Final Fantasy, then you have a lot of cool games to choose from, in color, very good color, good sound and everything. The Neo Geo Pocket, if you're a diehard SNK fan, alright, well then this system would be for you, obviously. So, there's the review. Hope you enjoy it, and hope that gives you some insight. I have a few of each. I'm not sure how much Neo Geo Pocket I have on my store right now on the Japanese Retro Game Center. I do have a good bit of Wonderswan color items, and I have another one I'll be adding shortly. So, that's it for now. Enjoy!